What's up, guys? Welcome back. So pretty much, guys, just want to give you guys a fair warning from the beginning of the video. I'm going to be doing nothing but talking in this video, giving you guys a little bit of an update of what's going on in my life, what the plans are for the YouTube, and also what's coming up for the all-wheel drive EK sedan, and basically just what's been going on in my whole life. So pretty much, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started on it. I don't know where to really start at, so I guess we'll start from the beginning. If you guys have followed me along for a while, you guys have seen the last couple of videos, you guys know that we are in the process of moving. I did find a new location where I'm actually driving to right now. I have not moved in yet, just because we're still waiting for the keys, and I'm waiting for everything to get finalized as far as the move-in. We do move in a couple of weeks. We've already given our notice and everything for the new house, and the new house is actually pretty dope. The garage setup is kind of what I wanted. Granted, it's missing some key factors, but you know, I can deal with this one if I've dealt with my last garage. So garage is good. My house now is a bigger bedrooms. It has more bedrooms for my kids, and that's just something where I really wanted, because you know, I had my oldest son and I had my youngest son sharing a room, and I didn't want them to share rooms anymore, because again, you know, as you get older, they end up fighting, and I'm just tired of all the bickering. So a bigger house with more rooms is what I really wanted, and a better garage for myself, right, for the other cars. So pretty much we are pulling up to the house, and I'm gonna go ahead and park real quick and give you guys a little sneak peek of just the outside, as I don't have the keys to the inside of the house yet. So yeah, let me go to show you guys a sneak peek of the house. So this right here is gonna be the new house. It looks like a two-car garage. It is a two-car garage, but this garage actually extends on the right side. If you're looking at it, the video on the right side, it extends going back deeper into the garage. So it gives you three parking spots inside the garage, which what I'm gonna end up using that for is actually for my fabrication table, my welding, and pretty much doing what I need to do in that section. Anything that has to do with welding, fabrication, whatever I can use it for, right? That is gonna be my area of fabrication, so it's away from being in the street compared to how I was on my old setup on my house. If you guys remember, my garage currently is, my welder is actually on the left side, right in the front of the garage, and then the car goes dead in the middle with the toolbox and so on and so forth. So now all that stuff will be put in the back. I'm going to utilize one section or one side of the garage basically as a kind of just chill and hangout spot, which is going to be really dope in my opinion, because I lose my man cave to what I had in my house, current house, which is my front living room. It has a little portion, and that's where I have all of my stuff, as you guys have seen in videos. That's where I have my pops at. That's where I have all my Hot Wheel collection at, my walls. I have all that there. So now all that has to be utilized and put into my garage here, which will, like I said, we're moving in here in just a few weeks. So once all that's here, I'll come in and organize, and then I'll give you guys another update so you guys can actually see what the house looks like. It is a two-story house compared to the one that I have now. And there's just, like I said, there's just a lot more room, which is what I wanted for my family. I wanted my wife, I wanted my kids to be comfortable, because again, I was tired of the bickering. So unfortunately, as you guys can see in this neighborhood, HOA shouldn't be that bad. And the main reason why I'm saying that now is because if you look at the yard, it is not maintained. It's full of leaves, it's full of everything else. Even though there's nobody renting it yet, or there's nobody utilizing the house, it has to maintain a proper look, and it cannot be like beat down or so on and so forth. And so that's how I know that they're kind of lenient because again, a lot of these trees have to be chopped down. They have to be trimmed because again, it ruins the look of the house and so on and so forth. So that's something that I'm going to look into. I'm going to see if they can chop down these trees to give it a little bit more definition. But again, it's just keeping maintenance. After coming and looking at the house, management is awesome. She's excited to have me here. She picked me out of 150 applicants that wanted this house, and I am paying more for this house, but again, happy wife, happy life. And as you guys know, I get to do what I continue to do, and that is build cars and do what I got to do for myself, right? To keep my sanity right, keep everything right, which is why I try to make my wife happy. Another awesome thing to this whole housing moving is that I really only have, I have my 2 neighbors, which is currently like my other one. We all have our neighbors, unless you're like Dana and you only have that 1 neighbor, right? But I have 2 neighbors, which I'm pretty sure I'll get along with. Looks like a Dodger fan, and the other one looks like there's really nothing going on there. But the other dope added bonus to this is that I have no neighbors in front of my house. So all of this section here is just for parking, and now I don't gotta fight with people reporting me to HOA because I'm taking up parking and so on and so forth, which is what the issue was at my current house. So this is just a start of the house. Once we move in, I'll give you guys another update of what's going on. So let's go ahead and leave here and give you guys a little bit more of an update of what is to come and what has happened so far. All right, I figured instead of leaving, let's just go ahead and do this now. So another big update for myself is, if you guys have followed me on Instagram, you guys know just recently I traded in my old Tundra for a new Tundra. And if you guys have not seen it, this is my brand new 2025 Toyota Tundra 4x4 SR5 edition. I didn't want anything fancy. I really didn't even want black. I wanted a white one because, again, you know, I do plan on modifying it, putting wheels on it, lifting it, and just giving it a better look. But at the end, they only had this on sale, which was a black one. They had a gray one, but it was like a return. I guess they didn't follow through with the contract. They didn't get approved, so the bank asked for the truck back, and they had to go do the whole reversal process. And that one had already like 2,000 miles, and it already had some damage to it, which is what I didn't want to deal with. Alrighty guys, so let's go ahead and head out now. Let's head back home, and meanwhile I'll just give you guys an update of what's going on with the all-wheel drive VK. Alright guys, so pretty much we're back home, and before we cap the video, I just wanted to show you guys real quick what the issue is with the all-wheel drive VK. I'm pretty sure that it might be the axle that has slipped out, and I need to change the locking clip on the axle. I remember one of them didn't have it, maybe both of them didn't have it, and that was the main issue, that's just not locked in, because it's not leaking from the other side, it's only leaking from the passenger side, rear side. So when I seen it, I honestly just threw a cardboard box down here and a rag or a towel on top, so that would cover it. So let me go ahead and show you guys the leak real quick, and we'll just go ahead and cap out the video. But as you guys seen already, the house that we're going to be moving to, and also the truck, and you see the mess inside the garage, it's just a crazy situation of moving, which is the reason why I hate moving. But hey, bigger adventures, bigger plans. We're trying to stay ahead, and hopefully it goes a lot smoother at the new location. But yeah, let me go and show you guys the leak real quick. All right guys, so I'm not sure if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but on the bottom of the diff there's a lot of fluid right there, and which is the reason why I put this blanket or this towel down here in the cardboard. I just slid it under there. But there is a big leak coming from it. I really just need to figure it out. I have a feeling maybe the axle did pop out of the seal. That's the cause of it. So there's a little things I'm gonna go ahead and readdress. I'm gonna go ahead and measure everything, make sure everything's good, because where this diff mounts is where this rear piece is at. So I know for a fact that it ain't gonna move. I'm waiting for the hardware to show up for the top one, so we can get that in titanium also. And I just want to make sure everything is golden. I don't want to have any issues with this. I want to make sure that everything gets locked in, and that way we don't have no problems on the all-wheel drive dyno, because again, it is going to be going on an all-wheel drive dyno. Something else I am noticing now that I've been driving the car around is that there is wear on this axle to where it looks like it's touching the rear exhaust setup. So I'm probably gonna have to go up. I have the room to be able to do it, so I think that's gonna be the next step after dyno. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the axle the way it is for now, but I do want to readdress that when we get to the new house, so that way I can get a new piece of exhaust made here and I can get all that fabricated, which will be pretty easy in my opinion. I just struggled here because again I had to cut everything in pie cuts myself and make sure everything would align. But yeah, so there you guys go. Pretty much you guys seen everything that's going on now. Hopefully you guys can just bear with me a little bit longer. As you guys see, we're in the process of moving, making things happen. I'm not giving up on the channel. This is what I'm gonna stick to, and hopefully we can get some more project cars on the way once we get into the new location, because I do have a homie that I'm gonna be taking care of, because he has taken care of me in a lot of situations, coming down, helping me. He doesn't charge me anything, but I still pay him. It's just, you know, we take care of the people that we know have our back, because again, they'll continue to have your back, knowing that, hey, they're not expecting anything out of it, but if you help them, they will be there. So he has my back, I have his back, so we're gonna go ahead and get his car going. He just got it fired up, got it on a base map, so now we still got to do some fabrication to the intercooler setup, piping, dump tube, so on and so forth. So that's stuff that we're going to be getting onto once we get into the new crib, and we'll get some fabrication done on that. And aside from finishing up 100% the all-wheel drive EK sedan, because we still have some things to do on it, such as, you know, fabricating a new fill spot, or whatever it's called, overflow flow spot for the coolant, because again that has to be situated before dyno, and then we also have to take the car to dyno, to the alignment before dyno. So waiting for the interior to get here, which will be in a couple of days. It's taking a little bit longer than expected because he is going through some stuff. He is actually currently moving into a shop, so he's going to be moving a lot of his equipment. So I gave him his time. It's a homie of mine. We just communicated, and the interior should be done, and he should be coming here to finish up the headliner also. So once all that is finalized, then the car will be 100% ready for the dyno. Also for the alignment, and also taking this car to PTB, which is Performance Tube Bending. I want to be able to take the car to them, show it off, get their experience with the car, and just get their opinions of what they think of the build and their product on the car and what I've done with it. We are going to have to do a little bit more fabrication to the exhaust setup, just getting that clearance over the axle. Again, this is my first time ever doing it, and I know I probably messed up on it, but again, my first time. We're all gonna make the mistakes that we're gonna see, you know what I'm saying? But now I know what I need to change. Now I know how everything fits. We'll go ahead and readdress that here soon. But there you guys go. Pretty much you guys seen everything that's going on. You guys see the new crib. You guys also seen the new truck that I picked up to be able to tow this vehicle around town, you know, if I ever need to do any heavy hauling. There's gonna be some upgrades to the truck coming soon too. Once we get into the new location, I do want to put wheels on it. I do want to put a lift kit on it, and I also just want to do some running boards and a, you know, quick cover for the rear of the truck. But hopefully you guys are in, you know, in for more, I guess, videos of it, and you guys stick around. But pretty much, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. You guys seen everything going on, and hopefully you guys can just bear with me once again for a couple more weeks, a couple more days, until we get to the new house and we can get this car fully finalized. We'll get taken care of everything on this car, so we know we're 100% good for the dyno. Just waiting on Brandon. We have shit up. He's gonna be sending me some part numbers. Again, he gets busy, and I'm not gonna rush him because again, I know he's busy. But with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and hopefully you guys stick around, because we are still gonna go to an event that's gonna happen, a shootout. And I've heard some of you guys say in the comments that you guys want to see more shootout action and stuff like that. There's some action that I've missed just because of handling this whole moving stuff, where I should have taken a little bit of time just to be able to make videos of some street runs and stuff like that in Mexico. But I promise you guys, we'll go ahead and get more of that coming soon, because I know you guys did enjoy those videos too. But yeah, with that being said, guys, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Till next time.